we descend down the road to Ibardin, and we follow the route to the old road by Mugaldea Street, coming out once again to Alzate Street. In front, we find the house number 34, Zapatigenea, from 1730, with a coat of arms which reads Armas de Salaberria. Number 36, Pohenea, dated 1843. We descend a little and we find, in front of each other, two interesting buildings. Mikelethkerenia. Currently with a bar on the ground floor. At the rear, it has a Gothic door, and on the facade the date it was constructed. Año de 1640, Carnaxanea tells us on the ground floor beam. JHS, por fiel y servicio de su majestad, fue quemada esta villa a 16 de julio, en año 1638, sea en nombre de Dios. JHS for faith and servitude to His Majesty. This villa was burnt on the 16th of July, in the year 1638, in the name of God. Continued on the beam above. Se hizo esta casa. This house was built en el año de 1641, in the year 1641. Let us briefly explain the case of this terrible fire. The last Jaun de Alzate, de Cristian de Alzate, and Urtubia fraudulently married the lady of the palace of Urtubia in the neighbouring town of Urruña, Lapurdi. The lord of Urtubia had moved to the court of Versailles, and his lady, who felt lonely after falling in love with Don Tristan, said that her husband had died, and she married Jaun de Alzate, who moved to Urruña. Felipe IV reigned in Spain, and Louis VIII reigned in France. Cardinal Richelieu wanted to give the first hard blow to the Spanish monarchy and the French, under the rule of Duke de Saint-Simon, entered through Bera to go towards Castilla by the Bera Bridge of San Miguel, the first bridge on the Bidasoa River from the sea. Jaun de Alzate acted as a guide. The captain of the forces of Bera, Fermín de Andueza, with 300 men, had the mission of defending the San Miguel bridge crossing from 6,000 French infantry and 500 cavalry. The people of Bera wanted to defend their homes and possessions. There was a terrible battle between the residents and the invaders, in addition to another of regular troops on the bridge. The residents fell back, and the French, in vengeance, burnt the villa in a manner which left nothing standing. In addition, they burnt the fields, because it was harvest time. It is worth noting that in the reconstruction of the streets of the villa, urbanistic criteria was followed, which is worthy of praise. Given the width of the Alzate street and the steel rings to park horses and pack mules. Stone benches and stones projecting from the facades of the houses were also constructed to be used as ladders, serving to mount the animals. We can also see that on some walls, steel hooks, with the hooks facing up, exited. These served until very recently to hang the pigs after the slaughter. In the house beside Carnaxanea, in what is now a patisserie, behind the mirror found to the right of the entrance, there is a fresco painted by Ricardo Baroja, depicting a country procession. A little further down, in what is today a tailor shop, is the Jericoaxea house. As its name indicates, it was the previous town hall of Bera. If we move down a few houses more, on the same side of the street, in what is now the Icastola, the Basque school, we can see the date of its construction. El año de 1827. This building was constructed by means of a donation, with the capital from the old palace of Garmendiandia, which was located in what we now call Caxerna. According to what they told me, the Tuscan columns which support the roof of the atrium of the parish church belonged to said palace.